Welcome back to Water Cooler Hot Stove Reviews. I'm Tawny, and I would like to welcome you back to another episode of Water Cooler Hot Stove Reviews. IMDb Top 1000. Today is only number 2. I may only just be another Tawny in the wind, but why are we all pretending to watch all these shows and movies in our peripherals as we do other Shasterisk tea in our lives? Today, we're at The Godfather. It's a 3-hour epic about the only thing Americans love more than money: organized crime disguised as family values. It's the ultimate guide to networking for people who find LinkedIn too polite and not violent enough. Let's get into it. It's 1972. Marlon Brando is mumbling, like a man who knows exactly how much the government is overcharging him for property taxes. The movie is a masterpiece of toxic tradition. We call it a classic because it validates our own family trauma. We love the Corleones because they actually answer the phone when a relative calls, even if it's just to tell them they've been passed over for a promotion. It's a story about the American dream, which is really just a fancy way of saying, I'm going to take what's yours before you take what's mine, and I'll wear a tuxedo while I do it. It's the corporate ladder, but with more cannoli and fewer HR-approved icebreakers. But the studio wasn't the only problem. The actual mafia was pissed. The Italian-American Civil Rights League, which was basically a front for the Colombo crime family, held a massive rally at Madison Square Garden to protest the film. They were threatening the crew, following the producers, and even broke the windows of the producer's car. To get the movie made, the producers had to sit down with the real mob and agree to strike the word mafia and Cosa Nostra from the script entirely. Imagine being a filmmaker and having your script edited by guys who know how to dispose of a body. That's some high-stakes peer review. Since we're all obsessed with property we'll never own, let's look at the Corleone real estate portfolio. The main house at 110 Longfellow Avenue in Staten Island is a 6,000 square foot English Tudor in 2025. This place is estimated at roughly $2.7 to $2.9 million. It's located in Emerson Hill, a neighborhood so exclusive the movie crew had to build a fake wall across the entire street just to make it look like a private compound. For 6 bedrooms and a basement that definitely hasn't been used for any questionable activities, that's actually reasonable for New York. But if you want the real cynical move, look at Sicily. Michael goes into hiding in a village called Corleone, but they actually filmed in Savoca and Forza de Gro because the real Corleone looked too modern. You can find villas in these Sicilian hill towns for under 200,000 euros. We're talking 18th century stone, views of the Ionian Sea, and a local history that makes your HOA board look like a group of pacifists. You can literally buy a Godfather-style villa for the price of a down payment on a cardboard box in Manhattan. It's the perfect place to live if you want to disappear from society, your student loans, and anyone who asks you to hop on a quick call. Trivia time, keep up. That cat Brando is holding in the opening? It was a stray he found on the lot. It wasn't in the script and it purred so loud it ruined the audio. They had to go back and re-record all of Brando's lines because of a cat's ego. The actor who played Luca Brasi, Lenny Montana, was a real-life mob bodyguard who was so intimidated by Brando that he kept fumbling his lines. Coppola loved the genuine nervousness and kept it in the movie. It's a great reminder that even hitmen get social anxiety. And the horse head? That wasn't a prop. They rehearsed with a fake one. But when the cameras rolled, they swapped in a real head from a dog food factory. Actor John Marley's scream wasn't acting. That was the sound of a man realizing his career had taken a very dark turn. Then there's the leave the gun, take the cannoli line. That was improvised. The script just said, leave the gun, but the actor remembered his character's wife told him to bring home dessert. Because even when you're executing a traitor, you don't want to show up to dinner empty-handed. Verdict? 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece about how the only way to protect your family is to become the thing you're protecting them from. It's a 175-minute metaphor for capitalism with a better soundtrack. That's number 2. Only 998 more to go. Follow along or don't. The algorithm already knows what you're doing anyway. All right, settle down, you impatient little dopamine fiends. Here's the water cooler hot stove review TLDR super short show. The Godfather is IMDb's number 2. It's the original toxic family blueprint. Michael tries to be a civilian but gets sucked back into the family business because his brothers are incompetent. Oranges mean death. Staten Island real estate is a scam at $2.9 million, but Sicily is a bargain if you don't mind a villa with a 200-year-old grudge and no Wi-Fi. The cat was a stray. No one says mafia because the actual mob edited the script. Pacino was almost fired for being too quiet, and Brando used cue cards because he didn't want to memorize lines. It's a 10 out of 10 because it proves that at the end of the day, we're all just mumbling through our lives, hoping no one leaves a horse head in our bed. This was movie number 2 out of 1,000. I'm Tawny and I'm just getting started. The stove is off. The water is cold. So long, freaks, I got work to do.